Ideally, we want elbows down, at least definitely on one side, and we try to step over the heel. When you do this move, and the guy has the mount, you don't want to trap with your foot sticking out and your knee inward. And then try to do the bridge. This you hurt yourself sometimes, because your leg's going at a compromising angle. I'm forcing myself to roll to the left, but my knee is angling to the right. It's not going together, it's going against itself. You can get hurt here. Especially when the top person decides to hook himself against me. So if he's hooking my leg blocking, and I force my hips that way, I can hurt my knee. So one important detail is to make sure that you're here, you tuck your foot in, and your heel goes in, and your knee goes out. This saves your knee. Second thing, you obviously will trap an arm. Now we bump him up over the head, and we turn him over that side that we're trapping over, and coming across. Sometimes you'll do this escape and it works, and sometimes it doesn't work, and you wonder why. If I let him anchor himself on me with those hooks, watch when you twist the circle. So if I did a good job, he put the hook in, I use the hook, I bring my foot to my butt over his ankle, I turn my knee, and I control the arm. Take this one for a second. So right here, I bump up. I separated his hips from my hips. When I come down, he's loose, then I'm able to push him over. And it works, because his hips start to fly off. Come back. If I let him hook on to this side, now when I bump up, his hips never leave my hips. And he'll stretch and anchor his hooks to stay level. So when I go to bump up, he hooks, and he doesn't move. And you wonder why. Sometimes he'll fall off, and sometimes he doesn't. Because you're letting him anchor himself on one side. I trap one side, the other side needs to be free. So if he's hooking on, I need to get rid of it. I need to kick and circle my leg in. Now when I bump, there's separation of her body, and you can follow her. I see this a lot. This is a common mistake. They trap one side and bump and go, regardless of all the details. You can't let the person anchor himself on the other side, because he won't go. He's not gonna fall off. The Oompah makes that separation of your hips. That's why you can roll him over. And he falls over to one side because you got a trap, so he doesn't get the base. So the detail, this is for the basic Oompah escape. So I trap the ankle and foot in, knee out, trap the arm, right? Collect the arm. This side needs to be free. Bump up, pull the elbow, and push him over. And when I'm pushing over with my elbow against his belly, against his hips. My hand does not extend up to the center of the chest. So watch the elbow. My elbow sticks out, outside his hip right here. It never crosses in. Because if it crosses in, and he's able to disengage himself, he can snake around my arm. You see that? And then he can attack and counter. I want to make sure he never does that. So I'm going to have something that sticks out and catches and blocks him. So he never makes it around. So I use my elbow to push him over when I'm bridging. So I'm here. See how good? See my elbow stick out? Right here. Now I trap. I bump. Now I push with that elbow. And it forces him to stay in front of me and not cut around my hips or around towards my arm. You don't get arm guarded. You don't get your back taken in. By learning to have your elbow stick out just past his hip bone. That's an important thing. How are we doing? That's the basic Oompah escape. Okay? Now we're going to use the Oompah escape as a set. This is the actual thing. This is all for you, okay? Make sure you pay attention. I trap the arm so he doesn't post. I trap the foot so he doesn't post. Now I try to Oompah, but he's too heavy. I can't do it. It's too small. So I'm going to bump, but I'm not going to trap the foot. That means he probably is going to be able to what? To post. Good answer. So now I bump, and I go hard. I go up and across. Now I drop my elbow in, and I use that to bring my knee. So I use the bump incorrectly, without the trap. I bump and I go over just to get the pose. Then I slide my elbow in, and I wedge my knee and elbow inside. Now I can square up and get the half guard position. But you see how I had this arm trap? So we're going to go to a regular complete guard, lock on, maybe hook under his leg, stretch him out, and tuck that elbow in. And you're going to reach around the backside. Pull up with your legs, and then turn it. And you have a simple sweep, very easy sweep. And it's natural because you already had the grip on the arm. We're just going to get the elbow and tuck it in. And then a grip. My leg position. Regular half guard,
Tape ended.
switch. And this foot goes under the foot. Tuck the elbow in, head underneath, grab. Now pull with your arms and pull with your legs. See how I wake him up? Now turn. Now let go. And you get on top. How are we doing? Questions on how to do this, how to create the elbow escape from the Oompah? Right? I don't trap the foot. Let it go. Let it go on purpose. Bump. Stick my once it goes. You stick your elbow in. Bring your knee in. And then push away and square up to half guard. Right? Control the elbow. Right? Make sure that you switch to half guard. And then you hook under his foot. Push the elbow in. You hide your face. You got the back. You're going to stretch the legs and pick up. And you turn. One more time. Now blocking, I trap the arm, grab the elbow, my elbow sticking on. Takes into the regular basics, but I'm going to set them up. Regular half guard, I switch to half guard. And then I go under his foot. Shove the elbow in, turn into him, grab lock. Extend the leg, and then pick off. And then keep. Two moves, right? But they go together very easy. Got it? Got it?